Now, the president of the Ghana Journalists Association has rendered an unqualified apology for his comment made regarding the arrest of two CITI FM journalists. Dr. Roland Afilmoni indicated that his comment on the matter was based on the scanty information he had at the time he responded. According to him, at that time, he did not know the severity of the issue. My colleague Ernest Menu has joined us via Zoom. He has that statement. Ernest, take us through the details. Right, and Menu will join us very shortly and give us the details of that statement. Of course, this entire issue is on the backdrop of what happened with Caleb Kuda a few days ago when he was interrogated at the National Security Headquarters. Let's talk to Ernest now. He has that statement. Ernest, read the statement for us.
Great. And so the GJA President is putting out this statement in his personal capacity, not in his office or using the structures of the GJA. Now he gives a background to the to this story and how he granted the interview to Joy FM, and we know that it's my colleague, our colleague Mefapau. He said he granted this interview when he was at the Kumasi airport around 5 p.m. In fact, he states the specific time, which is 5:40 p.m. Now he says, admittedly, the information I had at the time was sketchy, so I reluctantly went ahead to speak to the issue. I began by instinctively and profoundly expressing my tenderest solicitude to and fullest solidarity with the two journalists. Indeed, I faulted Caleb, whom I thought was, quote, openly filming a video at the National Security before his arrest. I, however, added pointedly that the alleged ethical breach did not and does not justify the inordinate use of force and admittedly tactics against the poor journalists. Now, I roundly condemn the massive invasion of CITI FM premises by the security operatives to scale up the degree of intimidation against the entire staff and management. And so that is the opening statement of Mr. Afilmoni. Now, he goes on to talk about the publication that followed that interview. He says that, unsurprisingly, my condemnation of the office invasion and fiscal utilization was muted, while my comment on Caleb's ethical style was titled and over-highlighted, obviously to achieve certain sensational ends. And so he goes on to explain why he now explains why he's made this U-turn. Now he says, I therefore render my sincerest apology for any misimpression created that I was insensitive to the plight of the journalists, but excited about the excesses by the national security operatives. Indeed, those excesses pass for wickedness at its most naked nastiness, and I totally denounce them. Now, under my presidency, but Daniel, before that, I think I should go up and read to you the portions where he actually gives the reasons for the U-turn is made. He says, as a student of leadership, I have learned that a leader is not afraid to change course when confronted with fresh information, which challenges his earlier assumptions. As I indicated, the information I had before the interview was scanty. What is available now, he says, is sufficient, as illegal luminaries, distinguished ethicists, and social critics slice and dice the issue from various angles. It is healthy for a free society such as ours for viewpoint diversity to be manifestly venerated. I also take note of the righteous indignation and emotional overdrive over this issue. And so he goes on there to talk about the issues that have issues of attacks and threats against journalists that has been recorded under his tenure as president of the GJA.
That's what I wanted to know, Ernest, because I wanted to know that beyond his apology and the 180-degree turn on the earlier statement he made, does he comment on a substantive issue? Does he make a call? Does he make a condemnation of any kind? Unfortunately, we seem to have lost Ernest Menu. We would re-establish the connection with him and get some more understanding of that statement that was issued by Dr. Roland Afilmoni, of course, in his personal capacity, not as president of GJA as he is.